Want to use US versus metric.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to use US. Then that's asking what kind of speed sensor we have. So we have a GPS, so we want to go, it's radar, wheel drive. We want to go to radar.
Okay. And that's going to be the GPS.
That's the GPS. We're into that. And then we have the standard valve, so we're entering that. Now it's flashing cal, so we can enter our boom width. We're going to spray with our radar. We're just going to put in 10 feet for right now, and it's in inches. So enter 120 inches and hit enter again. You have to hit the enter button to turn the number keypad on. If you didn't hit the enter, see it just moves around to what you're selecting. Right. So we're not using number 2, but if you're going to adjust your pattern with the radar, you could put in other numbers here so that as you raise the radar and increase your swath width, then you just turn on the additional switches to tell the box you're spraying a wider swath. So you have that flexibility, and we'll do that when we put some spray in there. But for right now, we'll just leave those blank. Then your speed cal, we're going to do that speed cal now, but what you start with is 600. And then we're going to run this and see how accurate it is and adjust that number.
Okay, then why'd you do 600?
That's just the standard.
Okay. It's
going to be right in that range usually, but if you look at the book, it'll always tell you to start with 600.
Okay.
And then the meter cal, there's a meter on the back of this thing.
It has a tag number on it.
Yeah.
And then you put that tag number into there.
There's a little tag on the meter, I'll show you later, but it's 18 or 1830.
Yeah, I know what you mean on the meter, the tag.
Yep. Do I have that in there right? Okay. And then the valve cal, there's a number on that too. That's 2123. And then your rate per acre, that's going to be 25 gallons. So you have to hit the 0 because of the decimal there. Enter. And then if you wanted a second rate, a hotter mix, you got a thick area rather than remix stronger, you could put a rate in there and just switch it from rate 1 to rate 2. So we're going to put, let's just say 27.5 gallons. That'll give you 10% more strength. Then your volume in your tank, when you fill up, you fill that up and put that in there. That way you can look and you don't have to stop, get out, look at the tank. You just hit that button, it'll tell you how many gallons are left. If you forget to put that in, it still functions fine.
Yeah.
It just won't give you a number. And then the time, what time is it right now?
I can't see.
9:30?
9:29, yeah, 9:30.
9:29. And that's military time, so that'll go through. Now the self-test function is used when we're sitting still so we can check our numbers to see if we're getting our pattern, our volumes. And then you would just enter a speed, let's say 6 miles an hour, and then you got that 0 because of the decimal, enter. Now you see, if we look at our speed here, it says we're going 6 miles an hour. Let's count distance in feet. So the box thinks we're moving right now.
Okay.
But that just allows us to check our spray, so we're sitting still. We don't have to do it while we're driving. It's a very nice function of the radar, or the Raven system. But the top row are all the program numbers. You can see how quickly we did that. Those numbers will stay in there. If we turn it off, turn it back on, all those numbers will stay in there. The bottom row are all your monitoring functions. You got your total area sprayed, your volume per acre, gallons, and then field area and field volume. So you could keep a running total for the day, and every time you go to a different section, you could zero these out.
Okay.
And it would reset those. You can use them however you want, but you could just go in here, enter, zero, enter, and zero that out. And then your distance, your speed, your volume per minute, and your area treated per hour. So if you ever have an issue where you're not getting your rate per acre, something's not working, you're spraying, there's juice coming out, and there's no number there, you say, well, is my meter plugged up or is it disconnected? Or just hit that button. If you see a number and flow rate in there,
Yeah.
you know your meter's working, then it's something else. It's maybe your GPS. Are we getting a speed? While you're driving, check your speed or your distance. It'll tell you if that's working. So it's pretty simple to troubleshoot with those functions because you only got 3 components: your GPS, your boom width, and your flow coming out of your flow meter. Once it has all that information, it does the calculations